angel on my shoulder. How was I supposed to know the devil was in my hand, in my hand, stirring up the dead. These things past like I got it now, like all the things you did to me, you did to me, you did to me. Well, these things past like I got it now. Who would have thought you would be the one? Who would have thought you would be the one? Well, these best left forgot to you now. These things best left forgot to all the things you tell, things you say. These things best left forgot to now.
So, Anwar, is it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, as you'd expect, we would like to know how your friend ended up dead.
It's a long story.
I've got all the time in the world, Anwar. I think the best thing for you to do is to be straight up with me and help with our investigations. So far, we've got one dead body and 3 suspects. Not to mention that one of those suspects is in critical condition in hospital. And my boss wants answers as to what the 4 of you were doing this afternoon. So I'm sure the parents of your friends will probably be wondering as well. Now, my partner, Detective Moana, is interviewing one of your other mates next door, so try to be honest with your answers, as I'll be verifying with them during the interview to make sure your stories match up.
Yeah, okay.
All right, why don't you take a seat and we can begin.
It all had to do with the circle.
What's the circle?
It's a game that Brian invented.
One of the ones involved in this.
Yeah, it was his idea, his game.
Right.
No, really, it was his game.
So, how did it start?
We had been playing a game of Hazard.
What's that?
It's a strategy board game where you build armies. You try to take the other player's territory in the hopes of conquering the world.
Right. So, what happened?
Right. Continue.
Well, we're just having a few beers, you know.
We being Brian.
Anwar and Mike.
Okay.
Well, Anwar, not Anwar, he doesn't drink.
Why not?
Oh, it's got something to do with his beliefs.
He's Indian, isn't he? Perhaps he's maybe Hindu?
Oh, well, he's not religious, not that I know of anyway. He told us it's something to do with a promise he made.
Okay. Carry on.
Well, as I was saying, we'd just finished playing Hazard and the beers had all gone, so we were just getting ready to go home. Then Brian excuses himself.
Yeah, you always get the luck with the cards, don't you? You fucking suck, Mike.
It's not my fault you're playing Take Over the Moon didn't work, Anwar.
Yeah, it would have worked out if Brian hadn't taken his tokens off him.
Yeah, you still suck.
So is everyone tired of trying to take over the world once again? Or would you guys like to try something a little different?
Yeah? What are these?
What do you have in mind, Brian?
Oh, just a little bit of fun. If you guys are up for it.
Fun. Dude, these are hardcore.
So, Brian, what's the circle about, bro?
Circle Anwar is something that yours truly has come up with.
What, these beautifully crafted cards are a game?
Sure, I ran them off the printer myself.
What sort of game?
Questions.
Questions?
Game was based on 5 questions.
What type of questions?
Stuff you ask when you're bored and drunk. Personal shit.
So you're all intoxicated at the time?
We were. I mean, no more than normal, and Anwar wasn't.
Anwar doesn't drink, of course. Okay. And, Hazard. Do you guys always get together, play this game on a fairly regular basis?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Very good. Carry on.
Oh,
Each card has a question on it.
Yeah, I can see that. But what's the point of all this?
Well, you guys remember last month when I went to my grandmother's funeral?
Yeah, I remember that. You were away for some days.
Yeah, we missed our game because of that.
that's a bit harsh, my little man.
Hey, I ain't little, you henpecked son of a-
Now. Boys, do I have to take you over my lap and slap your asses till you get some fucking respect?
Oh, shut up, Anwar.
Guys, can I at least finish it?
Alright.
Anyway, while I was away, I inherited some money from my grandmother, who I hadn't been in touch with for a while.
Yeah, what was that, Brian?
Nothing you need to know. Anyway, don't you guys want to hear more about my excellent game?
Alright, why don't you run through it?
There are 5 questions on the card. Each person gets a card. If you look on the question side of the card, you will see another piece of the circle on it. Right, the aim is to complete the circle.
Hence the name, the circle.
Right, you catch on quick.
I always have.
Yeah, except in Hazard.
Haha, sure.
Shut up, bitch.
As I was saying, the aim of the circle is to fulfill the tasks on the cards and you win. Or should I say the first one to finish is the winner.
Sounds easy.
Have you read all the questions?
No, not yet.
Well, why don't you read them through and tell me what you think, and I'll go order some pizza.
Cool.
Yeah.
What happened after you guys read the cards?
Brian filled us in on what he had in mind.
And what did he have in his mind exactly?
Money. Cha-ching.
Two large pizzas.
Thanks a lot.
Money.
Sure, what else did you expect? Booze and drugs?
Hey, money sounds good.
Money always sounds good.
Well, how much exactly?
Oh, $7 grand and 1,000 each from you should make it.
10 grand.
Man, where are you going to come up with that kind of money? Where the hell are we going to come up with that kind of money? You know we're on student allowances and that, eh?
I'm sure you guys can come up with something.
Man, you got to be kidding.
Hold on, let me finish.
Alright.
As I was trying to say before, I already got it from my grandmother's passing. At least my share of it.
But why squander your inheritance?
Man,
Ah, fuck, that hurt, bro.
leave the man alone. He wants to spend his money on one of us. I got no problem with that.
I guess I don't have a problem either. But why such a large amount?
Think about it. Some of the things that we might be asked to do, well, might not be our cup of tea.
Or coffee.
And the money would be a good incentive to make sure at least one of us puts the goods out there, huh?
Like The Amazing Race or Fear Factor, eh?
Oh, I hope it doesn't go like Survivor though. Some of the backstabbing shit that happens on that. Man, if I ever got backstabbed like that, the person wouldn't know what hit him.
It's not going to be like Fear Factor or something, is it? Because they had to do some pretty gross stuff in that, man. Like fucking eating animal testicles and stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, but there's some hotties on there, huh?
Not that I noticed.
Bullshit. You just pretend not to.
So, what do you get out of this anyway?
If I win, I get a return on my investment. And if I lose,
You get nothing.
that's not entirely true. I get to have some good fun.
Jeez, I know even $1,000 will make a dent in mine.
Hey, it's his money, man. Just let him do what he wants with it.
Listen, I've given this a lot of thought. But if you guys aren't into it, then we should just call it quits.
So, what did you guys end up deciding on?
Decided to go for it. It's seemed like a good idea. No one seemed to mind putting up the money.
Okay. No concerns at all from anyone about losing the money?
Well, I mean, we all had our reservations, but, you know, it seemed to be a good return.
So, where did everyone come up with their share of the money?
Well, Anwar had a part-time job. He's had that for about a year.
And you?
I sold a car a couple of months ago to Ada.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, still some money from that.
I see. We know that Brian inherited a certain amount of cash, which he could have used to put up his end of it. Michael, how did he come by his cash?
Yeah, Mike, he's on a scholarship, actually. He gets a fair bit paid for in his course, so he seems to always have a wee bit of cash around.
Lucky for some.
Hmm.
I just don't see why everyone would be so happy to put up that sort of money. Just for a game.
Well, I mean, what does anyone gamble, mate? I mean, it's about the fun of it. It's about being part of the action, getting involved, man. It's getting your hands dirty. We just wanted some fun, mate.
See?
Well, I'm in.
Yeah, me too, I guess.
Yeah, Emma doesn't like to be left out, does he?
Not if you're in. I might finally get one up on you.
Nah, and cows will fly.
It's pigs, you moron. You know, as in pigs could fly.
Whatever.
What about you, Chris? Are you in?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you should run past your missus.
No, man, I'm sweet. She'll be fine.
Are you sure, bro? You know, with your kid on its way and all? She might need the money and everything after she pops up the kid, eh?
Listen, mate, don't you worry about that. Leave that up to me. You trying to put me off or something?
No, man. Just making sure that everything's all right. Now let's get down to business.
Wait, we need more beer.
All right, here's some cash. You and Anwar get it, and then we discuss the game.
All right.
So we went and got some beer. Yeah, Mike.
Okay. What happened when you got back?
Well, we all sat down, cracked a bottle, and just talked about the circle.
The circle. And you guys decide on how to play it, where to play it?
Well, there's 5 questions to answer each. So we decided to do it in the first week of our holidays.
What, so it wouldn't interfere with your studies?
Well, exactly. It means we still had 2 weeks to do our work in, or have a holiday.
I see. Right, so that was the time difference from when you guys decided to play the game till you actually started playing it.
About 3 weeks.
About?
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
Okay. And they gave you guys some time to think about the questions.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I suppose.
Where did you all meet to start the game?
Back at Brian's place. Mike actually wanted to have it back at his flat, but we all decided it was probably best not having his flatmates around. And then Brian offered to have it at his crib. We all decided why not. It was his game after all.
You mentioned that Chris was married?
Yeah,
What about the rest of you?
we all had girlfriends.
Yeah. I bet you guys are all chick magnets.
Yeah, for sure. Gets boring being single. And besides, there's lots of hot babes down there.
Okay. What were the partners up to that night?
My girl was out with a girlfriend out in town. Mike's and Brian's girlfriends were at the movies.
Getting back to you guys. What was the first question?
It had to do with our deepest, darkest secrets. You know, something that no one else knew about.
Wasn't that a bit risky? I mean, there you are, the four of you, and you were about to reveal to each other your deepest, darkest secrets?
It was all part of the game.
Right. Was that the start of the game? You got straight into it then?
No. I know.
Guys, we need to sign some papers first.
Top papers.
Look, you know that some of the stuff we might be saying during the circle could be used against us if someone found out about it.
I guess.
So you agree that everything should be confidential and written down?
Not too sure about that, Brian.
Wait till you see what I've got written down.
Give me a look at
Hang on,
those.
there's one for everyone.
Look, Brian, Buddy, I understand the need for a bit of confidentiality, but do we really need to have it signed and written that we're not going to use this information against each other?
Who are you kidding, Chris? This whole thing could blow up in our face if people found out stuff we don't want them to know.
I understand that, but a confidentiality contract? Come on.
Yeah, I agree with Chris. What's the need? Don't you trust us, Brian?
Look, I for one aren't gonna have my dirty laundry paraded around by some idiot who got wind of it off you or one of your guys' mates. You know? We live in the communication age, guys. Think about Paris Hilton, man. Total non-entity, and now she's on the cover of every magazine because she got caught doing the nasty on the tape.
Well, what's that supposed to mean, even?
I don't blog.
Surely you guys can understand why we need this in writing.
Yeah, right. Righto. Have a look at that form again.
So you all signed?
Yeah, we had to, else there was no game.
No. Circle.
Exactly.
What happened to the prize money?
We put it into a bank account with all our names on it.
Who had access to the money?
It was set up so that you could only take the money out after the game was finished.
You still haven't answered my question. Who had access to the account?
It was set up so that you only needed 2 signatures, alright?
This was to prevent any one person from having access, right?
Right.
Probably a good idea considering the amount of money involved.
Yeah, it was Chris's idea.
Chris is the married one, right?
Yeah.
What did his wife think about the game?
She didn't care much for it.
No?
What do we do first, Brian?
Which one gets a card?
Brian,
What's up, Anwar?
what's the first task, bro?
Oh, aren't you the anxious one?
Anxious. You seem to be anxious, Mike.
Hey, like hell I'm nervous.
Great, then I guess we can begin.
Okay, sure.
First task, as you will see, my comrades, if you turn over the card. Number 1, reveal the most secretive information about yourself. But before we start, I just need to visit the big boys' room if you don't mind. I'll give you guys a chance to think of your answers.
Don't let us stop you.
So who wants to go first?
What are you since it's your game?
I'd prefer someone else to start, Chris.
Yeah, man, I'll go first. Emma, pass me a beer.
Here you go, you show off.
Says you.
We'll go on then.
Hey, can a man have a drink before he puts his dirty laundry around for perverts like Anwar to lick their lips at?
Hey, fool, who are you calling a pervert, you geek?
Geek, don't hate just because I got an intellect.
Ah, yeah. People like us, peasants of the world, need geeks like you to run technology, huh?
Or a few more Bill Gateses.
You're just hating because you're jealous.
Man, I'm not jealous of the rich or the intellectual, you know. Man, it's just I think if you got all those brains, you can put them to more use for more normal people, you know? Instead of just fucking making all this shit that people can't understand.
So you mean people like you, Chris?
Exactly.
Look, before we get into another heated Friday night debate upon the evils of technology and capitalism, and waste another fun Friday night, can we just get along with the circle, please?
Seeing as you volunteered, Mike, why don't you go for it?
Sure. Alright, let me think. Yeah. Alright, the most secretive information that no freaking person knows about me has got to be that time when me and...
Why did you stop?
Oh, I don't really want to tell you what my mate said. I mean, one, they are my mates, and I don't want to incriminate them. But, man, we signed a confidentiality agreement. And I don't want to dive them in. You can't get me to do that.
Okay. Chris, I understand what you're talking about with your confidentiality agreement you have here. And I completely understand that you don't want to dob in any of your friends with any incriminating evidence. But perhaps you don't understand my position. You see, I have one dead body, and I have one person in a serious condition in hospital. And I have the enjoyable task of finding out what happened. So, perhaps you'll understand me when I say that. I don't give a crap about this piece of paper or about your confidentiality agreement. You are going to tell me exactly what happened. Forget about this. Tell me everything and make it easy on yourself. Hold anything back, and I found out. It'll go very, very badly for you. Now I'm guessing that all of this here has got something to do with why your friends are A, dead, and B, in hospital. I want you to tell me everything that happened.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Okay, what I'm about to tell you fellas shall not leave the four walls of this room. Okay? Because if this shit ever got out, I would hunt not only yourselves down, but your fucking moms down as well. I'll kill all of you motherfuckers, alright?
Bullshit!
You're a news army, Onwa. Everyone knows you're chicken shit when it comes to fighting.
Even if you're one of those Bollywood types, you know, with all those hard-out stunts. Yeah, not unlike that fucking Asian chick on TV, eh? On that ad.
Not to mention you can't hit for crap.
Bro, if I wanted to, I could machete your ass into little pieces, alright?
I'm not doubting your chopping skills, my little Indian friend, but you'd have to catch me first.
And we'll get on with it. We all have to take a turn, not to mention the goals are coming soon.
Sure, okay. This happened when I was like a little kid. Say about 6 or 7. I was out at like a friend's place.
Was this back home?
Yeah, bro, it was like back home, eh? It happened on one of our holidays. We went to his grandparents' place, eh? Out in one of those rural areas. Not that there's many of those rural areas left now, but yeah. Anyway, we're out in the fields, you know, where all that rice grows and stuff. And yeah, I just needed to take a PA, so I just went away from my mate to get some privacy. You know how it is.
So we wouldn't see your little wiener, huh?
Whatever turns you on, bro. Fuck. So I'm there, right? Busting to take a leak, right? and I round the corner and bump right into my mate's dad. I'm like real nervous there, you know. Anyways,
तो लड़का गड्ढा में नहीं तो जिंगिया में बजी
I untied my pants and let out my python.
More like a worm.
Yeah, shut up.
Go on, Anwar.
Anyway, so I take aim and start. I tried to scream, but I was fucking scared, man.
Did little Anwar make a mess in his pants?
Shut up. And plus, you can only do one thing at a time, bro, and I was taking a fucking leak, alright?
But I bet you weren't doing either at that moment, were you?
Nah, man, I wasn't doing anything at all, other than shaking like a crazy mother. You know, my mate's dad, he came up from behind me and just put one hand, you know, over my mouth before I could let out a scream. And with the other hand, man, he just pulled me towards him, man.
I bet you were crapping your pants then, huh?
Can I continue on with my story, or are you just gonna keep on being a fucking smartass?
Hey, I'm just having some fun, man. 1,000 apologies. I will be stopping now.
Well, fine. Anyways, my friend's dad tells me to continue on doing what I was doing, to continue on peeing, but that I wasn't allowed to scream. And I tried to get my flow on, but you know how it is, man. I was scared stiff. What?
No, nothing, man. Go on. Sorry.
अब तुमने बनता मुद्दे काय
Shit, man.
By that time, I had the meanest cramp down in my crotch, eh?
हम समझता है हम के सुनो तुम्हार और हमार बीच के है तुम समझता इसके बारे में कोई के बताया तुम्हें इससे करेगा
Then what happened?
Obviously, I kept my mouth shut the whole entire time that I was there. But once we got back to the city, fuck, I just stopped being mates with his, like, son, eh? Man, I couldn't even go for a piss for days, eh? Because every time that I go for a wheeze, I'll think about that girl. You know, her body just lying at the bottom of that hole. Man, like, you know, my parents even took me to a doctor. You know, they prescribed these, I think they're like herbal pills or something, just to help me, like, take a leak nowadays. It's crazy, man. It's terrible. You know what? It's real crazy, but sometimes I have nightmares that I'm the one at the bottom of the hole, not her.
That's fucked up, man. You never told anyone about it?
Nah, bro, it's only you cats that I've told, eh?
Was that true, what happened to you?
Hell yeah.
So who went next?
Chris.
I just told him about this time I spiked a girl's drink. With one of those date rape drug things.
That's it. Chris, you know that all this is recorded, don't you?
Yeah, I've seen all that on TV.
And you're aware that what's taken down in here can be used as evidence.
Like a confession.
Exactly like a confession.
I understand that, man. I'm willing to pay that price. I mean, I've done some shit. I've had time to think about it. Yeah, do what you need to do, mate. Do what you need to do.
Well, continue.
As I was saying.
So how did it happen? Leave nothing out.
Yeah, not one bit.
Except about the parts about yourself.
Yeah, all bits, but those little bits.
Fucking funny bastards. Right. Anyway, remember a few weeks ago, Marie came over. We were having that 5-hour game of Hazard or something. And for ages.
Yeah, I'm sure you all can remember that. She was pissed as hell with you, man.
Yeah, you forgot to call her. She drove all the way from the other side of town. She was pissed.
Yeah, so great. You all obviously remember that.
Dude, how can you not remember your best mate getting run down by his missus? Mate, I thought she was gonna leave that night.
Fuck, she would have too if she found out what I did later on.
Do tell.
Well. Anyway, that game finished up. Well, she left anyway, and that game finished up a half hour later. Remember that? We all decided to go home. I decided to go out to the clubs, mate. Like, I was fucking pissed with Marie. Still angry, eh? And this girl, man, you know, she had good tits. You should have seen them.
I bet.
Yeah. So anyway.
You and that chick seem to be getting along alright.
Oh yeah, she's alright, eh?
Beating like a piece of her, eh?
Fuck, mate, who wouldn't?
You know, I can make it easy for you.
What are you, a pimp or something?
Shit, no, man. If I had a bitch like that, I wouldn't be prostituting her.
Yeah, guess not.
But, got some shit that could, make it easy for you. You just take one of these, put it in a drink, and she's yours for the night, man. And the best thing is, she won't remember a thing. Come on, man, you know you want it? So you bought one?
And you thought it was alright?
Drunk man.
And you used it?
Yes, I used it.
You loser!
Fuck you.